attempt was 2 years ago, and another was a year before that. I feel I can't hang in there much longer. Please give my son a proper home. I hope that I don't try to play God on my show, and having read Rhonda's letter, you could just feel the pain she was in. So we said we've got to do everything in our power to try and help her and her son Eric. And we brought them here to try and get some sort of resolution. So let's bring Eric out now. Eric, come on out. Come on, Eric. Come sit down right here. Wanted to talk to you for just a minute before your mom comes out. Do you know why your mom wrote to us?
Yeah.
Is she a good mom?
Yeah, she's very good.
Okay. Do you think maybe we could help Mom? I mean, if I really tried hard, I'm not a Power Ranger, but maybe I could help.
Yeah, you could probably help her.
Does Mom cry a lot?
Yeah.
How's that make you feel?
Ashamed and like it's my fault or something like that.
But you know it isn't, don't you?
No, it's not my fault.
Good. I'm glad you know that. Why don't you go back to the green room with Nikki, and we're going to bring Mom out. And I want to thank you very much for talking to me, okay?
Okay.
There you go. Rhonda, why don't you come out? Come and sit down here. Thank you very much for coming to be with us today. You're not going to cry now, are you?
I don't know. I cry easily.
I just think that it's a wonderful thing to know that somebody would want me to help take care of Eric.
Well, I think you qualify.
Okay, but
I mean,
I have to tell you
requirements for that.
That I am not the one that needs to be raising your son. You are. Because you're his mom, and he needs you in his life. Now, you heard what Eric was saying to me. How does that make you feel?
Oh, I don't know. I just don't think I'm a very good influence, and I would like him to have a better home, you know, with more opportunity, someone who's more upbeat and can socialize, and I don't think he has any examples of love there.
You've tried to commit suicide how many times?
Oh, it's been 4 now. And then I hate failing at that all the time, too. That makes me feel really bad, because I feel like I can't succeed at even that.
Does Eric
And
know?
I've tried real hard, too. I mean, I've saved up pills and stuff like that.
Does Eric know about this?
I don't think he really knows that I've attempted suicide. I mean, I'm not explaining that I want to kill myself. It's just that I have...
Says that she was married to a very controlling and very abusive husband, the kind we've done shows about, for 3 years. Right?
Right.
You want to tell us what that relationship was like?
I married him 3 years ago. I knew him in high school. I dated him in high school. I left for like 10 years and ended up getting back with the guy. He had been previously married, and the relationship didn't work. I didn't know that he was abusive at all. 3 weeks after we were married, he was trying to choke me and abuse me, and it just went on, and it never stopped. He got help. It didn't work. He didn't want to change, so the counseling that he went to didn't do any good.
What did he do to you?
I'd be home sleeping that night, and he'd come in and beat me after he'd been in a bar drinking, and verbally and physically, mentally, everything. It was all the time, every night. I worried if he came home, would he hurt me? Is he going to beat me? Am I going to be alive tomorrow?
So the self-esteem level is where? Somewhere down around?
It's really low, yeah. I mean, I'm afraid to even have a conversation, or I'm screwing the person that I'm talking with, or, you know, I'm accused of stuff that I don't even do, basically.
Okay. Now, when did you get up the nerve to leave him?
I've only been away from him for 3 weeks this time.
Okay. Do you think you can stay away from him?
That's my goal.
Okay. Now, you wrote us asking for help. Can you read us a portion of the letter?
Yeah. Before I was married, I was happy, outgoing, and loved life. Now my life has done a 90-degree turnaround. I'm unhappy, scared, lonely, and my self-esteem is shot. I've been belittled so much in the last few years I can't do anything right. I've always wanted to be a wife, but when you get physically beat and mentally, it's really hard to be a good wife. I was limited to what I could wear, who I could talk to, and where I could work. I've lost friends and loved ones because I proceeded to help the man and try again. My motivation and self-esteem is gone. I'm afraid to sleep at night. My self-esteem is so low that I think I can't be a normal person again. I feel like I'm a rundown, worrisome, wrinkled from stress woman. I hope that someone can help me and make me change my life. And I feel I don't know, if I can get the right direction, that's where I want to go. So
we really want you to get back on your feet again. I brought someone along to give you the best makeover possible. Richard, where are you, hon? This is, wave to everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. This is Richard Penna, and Richard is my personal makeup and hairstylist.
Pretty
and
lady.
Isn't she pretty?
Very
and I
pretty.
guarantee he gives the best makeover, so you go off with Richard. Go
Okay.
ahead. We're going to see you at the end of the show. Then we have to talk about the other stuff, because the self-esteem starts with how you look, maybe, and then it goes, try, whatever happens, happens. We're going to reach out today to viewers like you that need help for one reason or another. This is Barbara. Barbara's letter and heartfelt cry for help moved our producer so much, we knew we just had to do something. Barbara suffers from a condition called HIRSUTISM. What exactly is HIRSUTISm?
Okay, it's really pronounced HIRSUTISm.
HIRSUTISm.
And what that
Thank you.
is an excessive growth of hair of abnormal distribution. In other words, I grow a beard and a mustache, a connecting beard and a mustache, and it has been the insult of my life. You know, I have people talking to me, asking me, did I used to be a man? Have I had a sex change? I've had bisexual women follow me in the bathroom. You know, I've had men that were not straight, maybe think that I was a man not straight and approach me.
Is the hair all over the body, the excess hair, or is it just here?
It's in various places on my
Right.
body, but you know, I shave the whole body.
You shave your whole body. How often do you have to shave, Barbara?
Every 36 hours, every day.
Did you go to a doctor, and what did the doctor tell you?
I've been to several doctors in Dallas, and they all basically tell me that there's nothing that they can do. And my main problem is I don't understand how is it that a doctor can make a man who wants to be a woman look like a woman, but he can't take a woman who looks like a man and make her look like a
But
woman.
you don't look like a man.
But in my eyes, I do. In my eyes, when I look in the mirror in the morning, I see my twin brother staring back at me. I mean, it's full. I can grow a full beard, you know. And
they say there's no help.
I've tried everything. I've had electrolysis. I've had a small dosage steroid. I've waxed. I've shaved. I've used a depilatory cream like a Nair or a Neat or something like that, and sometimes it'll actually peel the skin off my face. It's very depressing. I'm a person who wants to be all that I can be, you know, and I always try to become all that I am capable of being, but it limits me. You know, I can't, I mean, who's going to hire me for a model? Calvin Klein, CK Cologne for him or for her? You know, I mean, you know, it limits my opportunities. It does, and it's an insult. It's really an insult, and I feel like it's a curse, you know, and I can't, it's very hard for me to, I don't want to go through my life like this another day.
How old
you know?
are you now?
I'm 33 years old.
And you've been going through this since you were?
16 years old.
We have someone here that wanted to meet you. Dr. Grossman, come on out. Hello, Dr. Grossman.
Hi.
This is Dr. Melanie Grossman.
Hi, nice to meet you.
What kind of doctor are you?
I'm a dermatologist and I specialize in lasers, and I have an interest in HIRSUTISM, and I've been working on several projects actually I think you'd be interested in.
Can you tell Barbara why, are there a lot of people who have this condition?
There are many, many people who have this condition, and that was the reason that I became interested in this. As a female dermatologist, many of them came to see.
All conditions, all kinds of problems. My next guest is no exception. This is 12-year-old Lindsay, and this is her mother, Marcia. Lindsay wrote us a letter because she wants to try and build a relationship with her father, whom she has never met. Is that right?
Yes.
Lindsay, read part of your letter.
Dear Sally, my name is Lindsay and I'm 12 years old. I am writing to you because I want to meet my dad. I think it's sad because he has other kids and they don't know about me. I practically know his whole family except him, his 6 children and his wife. I already know I'm not going to be a big part of his life, but I think I should at least meet him and his children. Thank you for your help. Sincerely, Lindsay.
Okay. Marcia, help us to understand what's going on. Now, what happened between you and Lindsay's father 12 years ago?
12 years ago, he and his wife were split up. She was living in Texas and he in Ohio. Him and I got together, had a little thing going on. He told me that he had told his wife, who was still in Texas, that he wanted a divorce. Him and I planned to have Lindsay. She was not a mistake. She was a very, very planned child. He called his wife, said he wanted to come and get his 2 children that he already had for the summer. That was fine. So him and his brother left. They went to Texas to get the children. While he was gone, I found out I was pregnant, called him, let him know. He was very excited. When he got back, he had his children with him, and he also had his wife.
Has he ever paid child support?
He has paid child support regularly for several years. It is sent to us monthly. It comes like clockwork. That child support means absolutely nothing to Lindsay. Does not form a body to stand in front of her and say, I am your father.
Right. Lindsay, how does it make you feel knowing that your dad doesn't want to see you?
It makes me feel left out.
Do we assume we're right that he doesn't want to see her? Well, if she's been here all these years,
Right.
you know, he would. Makes you feel left out. What would you say to your father?
If he's listening or if he's watching,
Well, that's why you asked us to come here today to try and talk to him.
I want him to come see me so he can know who I am.
I love you, baby.
Marcia, how do you feel about what Lindsay is going through? I mean,
I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel. My father died when I was 3 years old. I have a brother and sister. We went through this all of our life. We didn't have a choice. We could not know our father. I am 37 years old today, and I still wish, and I wonder what when my life has...
with a rare type of liver cancer, and he is waiting for a liver transplant. Luke, we want you to start from the beginning. When did you first get sick?
Well, 2 years ago, really. I knew there was something wrong, but didn't know that it was this serious.
What did they think it was? I know you lost about 25 to 30 pounds and you became ill, and they thought it was mono, huh?
Yeah, they thought it was mono. They thought it was allergies. They weren't really sure, I don't think.
Okay, and what happened? You just graduated.
Yeah, I graduated in last spring, and I started the college this fall, and I had to drop out because I was diagnosed with liver cancer October 4th.
Liver cancer. Now, you're a football player?
Now I played high school football.
Okay. What was your initial reaction?
Well, upset at first, and then you just got to turn around and be strong, get through it.
Okay. How are you going to get through it? In other words, what do you need? Explain to us about transplants and how that works.
Well, the main part is I think I can handle the transplant. I mean, I think I'm strong enough to handle it, but financially
It's a problem.
the problem.
Okay, now, transplants are on a national list, are they not?
Correct.
And Luke is a status 3. Then there's a status 2, and then there's a status 1. I think it's important that people learn this.
The need of organs has far surpassed the understanding of organ donations or awareness.
So we need to make people aware, which is what I hope we just did.
Yes.
Now, do you come from a small town?
Yes.
Now,
but
how have the people in the town been? What have they done? Because I think it's nice to say, what's the name of the town?
Greenwich, Ohio.
Greenwich, Ohio.
They've been incredible.
What have they done?
Everybody has done everything that they can for me. It's been really, really nice.
Okay. Have they tried to raise money?
Oh, yes.
What does this operation cost?
Well, if everything goes well, no complications, 300,000.
This is a country that doesn't think it needs national health, right? So things can cost 300,000. Think of that next time you go to the polls. How much insurance do you have?
when we were, faced with the situation, we were projected that this would run with the cancer treatment. Luke also has chronic hepatitis with the tumor in his liver. With the cancer procedure, the transplant procedure, if everything goes...
Years ago. What did you weigh at that time?
Oh, I don't know, Sally. I was up there quite a bit, close to 800, I would say.
800 pounds.
I don't know if you remember, but...
Oh, I do.
They had to put a skirt around me. Remember that?
Yeah.
And I just forgot, but I have pants to show you. I don't know if somebody can bring it here a minute.
Oh, that would be fun. All right.
And in fact, it would be so much fun, Sally. I wore them on your show 4 years ago. The same pants.
What happened after you left us?
Well, you gave me the inspiration, and I got on the phone. I called all my doctors and anybody I could call, and I said, I want to walk, and I want to live again in the name of my son. And his doctor, St. Luke's Roosevelt, took me in hand, and I had an operation that was an outside operation, and they cut off 105 pounds of flab.
Whoa.
That's through the years, Sally.
And no, that's you. And the rest of it was diet? Have you been dieting?
No, I'm not on a diet. I have a new way of living.
Uh-huh.
And what I have learned in life is food is not my life any longer.
Let's see those pants.
You really want to see them, huh?
Yeah, I really want to see those pants.
They're clean.
Okay, I
They're
knew
pressed, and they're very large.
Whoa.
And Maddie, hairdresser, remember?
Yeah.
I see those pants.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
So you're doing pretty well for yourself,
I'm
young
doing
lady.
well for myself, and not only that, Sally, I want to help people in crisis. This is an epidemic. Obesity is a terrible disease, and I think if I knew then what I knew now, maybe my son would be alive today.
So you have been helping people?
Oh, yes. In fact, Linda is right next to you.
Right. Has she turned her life around?
I certainly have. When I met Arlene in March, I was 353 pounds, was very discouraged with life, and since March, I've lost 126 pounds on my program.
Wow! Like a new woman, right? And then you know what you do? You pass it on to the next.
You know what happened, Sally? Linda now is my partner. I say partner in crime, but it's not really. And we help people together now, because I couldn't do it myself without her either.
Why do people reach out for help? Why do they try to reach a talk show? Could you possibly help out viewers? Plus, let's talk about Sue's makeover. God bless you. I'm going to see you both 50 pounds from now. We'll be right back. Please welcome one of our favorite. I do figure that people say to me, you're in the bathroom or something. Begins to completely confuse me.
I think that there are several aspects to it. One is that people feel very close to you and feel that you really are empathetic and that you take a very strong interest in the people who you have on your show. And I think that that comes across. So although you are a stranger, you're not perceived as a stranger. And I think that many people have been helped on your show, and they feel that, gee, you have access to so many millions of people. Maybe someone will be able to help me. Maybe there's someone who I can identify with who will have an experience like mine, who will give me something that will give me hope, who will give me information, will give me an alternative way of looking at my problem. So I think that's what happens in this whole world of asking people for help who you don't really know. The other issue, I think, has to do with that we live in a society that is so busy. People are so involved with themselves and so involved with their work, and a lot of people don't take the time to talk to one another.
That's right.
And to sit down and to listen and to pay attention and to give the kind of support that every single person who's here and every person who writes you those hundreds and thousands of letters is looking for. So I think there's a way to reach